Now, you might have noticed the little bit of decoration we put on top of the bridge. Obviously, we had the closing ceremony last night of the Olympics, but we still have the Paralympics to come. London has held the Olympics 3 times in our history, 1908, 1948, and obviously this year. Statistically, Great Britain does best in sports which we sit down in: cycling, rowing, and equestrian. Coming up on the right, we've got the Tower of London. We, the Conquerors, started work on this building. Several monarchs have added over the years. It was a royal zoo, a royal observatory, the Royal Mint,
River Thames,
now home to the Crown Jewels,
all the way down to
presented by those
Westminster,
feared men, the Beefeaters, and 7 black ravens. Said if the ravens were to ever fly away, the kingdom would fall. So we clip their wings to prevent that from happening. Entry to Traitors' Gate, you'll see there in the centre. This is where those people from Blackrod Steps would have been delivered. It was known as the only one-way street in London because not one single person ever came back, bar Queen Elizabeth I. Many prisoners kept there over the years. Some that interested me the most are the last. Rudolf Hess, the deputy of the Nazi Party, was caught flying into Scotland on a solo mission, claiming peace. Winston Churchill wasn't having any of that malarkey and had him imprisoned here in the Tower to set an example. The Grey Twins, those East End gangsters, also spent a night there for failing to inform the authorities they hadn't served their national service. And also, the last men to be executed here during the Second World War by firing squad. A rich and bloody history we turn our backs to, as we head on towards the big, the bold, the new, the future, that is, the Shard. Rising up and above at over 80 stories high, Europe's tallest building. Designed by Renzo Piano, it will never form the perfect point. It's meant to look like a piece of broken glass. Well, everyone, when I break a glass at home, I usually sweep it up, put it in the bin. And that's kind of how I feel about that. There is a nicer building that does
about 15 minutes to the city.
We might get a glimpse of that. It's called Hayes Galleria, the sandy colour building with the glass arched roof. Where the first cold storage was used in the UK, delivering New Zealand cheese and butter as early as the mid-1800s. Today it finds a home for a shopping mall, and everyone's favourite shop, the Christmas shop. And it's every day of the year, Christmas. On our right, behind the rather odd blue fence, Custom House, it's been there since the year 1275. The building currently under construction there beyond will soon be known as the Walkie-Talkie Tower, because that's the shape it resembles. To the left of that, a little further back, Tower 42 with the vertical stripes. A great restaurant on top, all vertical. Returning to the front of the river, we've got the blue mirrored building, home to OK magazine. Smile, you're up there, Well, if you weren't impressed, look towards the more impressive view of the monuments coming up on our right, the world's tallest freestanding column, put there to commemorate the rebuilding of London after the Great Fire. The original fire started in Pudding Lane, ate its way to Pie Corner, and this was food for thought for the religious leaders of the day. They blamed the fire on the sin of gluttony. Real gold leaf on top of the orb, meant to represent those flames. 311 steps to get to the top. And once you do, they give you a certificate. Well, I should think so. We come underneath the bridge, you're practically heckling. The bridge before this was rather nice, the Victorian one. We need to get rid of that, it was sinking. An American chap came along and said, "I'll buy that bridge of yours." And we thought, great, you can have it. It's rubbish. The gave us £1 million, took it all the way back to Arizona, Lake Havasu, got out of the boxes, put it together, and said these very words. Oh my God. Got the wrong bridge, everyone. Thought he was buying that stunning tower bridge. Oh dear, his wife never let him go shopping on his own. On our left, we've got that ship, the first ship to circumnavigate the world and bring back millions of pounds of the treasure, the Golden Hind. Sir Francis Drake was the man to do so. He brought back lots of treasure. The problem was, it really wasn't ours. Yes, the money was stolen in true Brit fashion from our good old friends, the Spanish. No, you can't have it back, even though you might need it right now. The boat was originally called the Pelican, adopted the name the Drake halfway through its journey, before finally settling on the female deer, the Golden Hind, the crest of Christopher Hatton, the man who funded the very expedition. Golden Hind used to sit on the back of a halfpenny from the 1930s up until the 1960s.